football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Keith Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's running with it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings them 2nd and 5.
From the 31. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. First down from the red zone. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Evans now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second down now, 7 to go. Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Handoff now from the gun. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Love. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st in 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse sent out to punt it away. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. For that one, an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. They're out now, ready to punt it. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. A give now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense working quickly.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're running the option, short side. Jukes his way into the clear. 5-yard gain on the play. Right up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Caught, nice gain left side. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first. Throwing off the play fake here. He's trying to push the field. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. They've held them out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Dropping back to throw. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Love. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Love looking to pass. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Colts make the most of the interception, returning this up to their own 25 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to throw this one. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Man in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts in possession. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Pass play coming here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down here at the 16. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. The throw is caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Great opportunity to... Brock. Throwing it just before halftime. He's got a man left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've reached halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. The Patriots let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does mean they finish above 500 at 9-8. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. First down throw. Here's Love. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Shotgun now for Love. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
2nd and 10 now. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. Give on the counter. But he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Love out of the shotgun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. On 1st down, they'll run. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Love to throw. Hits him on the out route. He breaks the tackle. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing, Love. Throw complete to Williams. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out.
And the Steelers first down.
Play fake, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Loves to throw again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one doesn't go far.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up now.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38.
38-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what... They have themselves another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Completed to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. From the 19. Flush down out to his left. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again.
It's when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. This time it's a passing play. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Connects on the crosser. Gets some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Jump off caught by his back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. It's taken in by Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Handoff now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch two of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They send the tight end in motion. Love now on 3rd and goal. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Colts will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
That's good for a Colts.
They send a man in motion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Simple dive up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts. Another carry for him. And he's got this down to the 40. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's the game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
It's the game of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Running it now out of the gun. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.